Welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on Lockdown Sunday here in Melbourne, of course, on Father's Day weekend. Because let's go up to our friends up in the far north. We're heading to Townsville in particular, and of course speak with the back-to-back Premiership team, of course, out there at the Bulldogs, which is obviously the scarf we're wearing right now. And of course, we've got pretty much the whole team joining us right now. It tells us a bit about their Premiership season. Thanks, Audie, for joining us. Well, I will get each of you to introduce yourselves and tell us what position all of you play on the field.
We're French, and I play wing. I'm Shivani Walsh, and I play rock. I'm Lee Brian, and I play centre halfback. I'm Deb Walker, and I play halfback. I'm Malika Walker, and I usually play rock as well. I'm Tilly Kirsch, and I play wing. I'm Jessie Adback, and I play half forward. I'm Sophie Shimkin, and I play half forward. I'm Aidan Cutmore, and I play half forward. I'm Sidonia Nano, and I play midfield. I'm Siobhan Ross, and I play half forward. I'm Kylie Jackson, and I play half forward. I'm Ian Stevenson, and I play halfback. I'm Emma Toll, and I play forward. I'm Charlie Kyle, and I play forward.
Yeah, tell us a bit about the Premiership season. Obviously, you're trying to defend that Premiership from last season. Tell us a bit about the season, minus the grand final.
Well, we lost 2 games throughout the season, and that was a bit of a setback for us, but it made us work harder so that we could win.
Was it hard to try to defend a Premiership that is won the year before?
Well, obviously every game is a bit hard, but I reckon there was probably more pressure to win again because everyone knows you that you won last year, so they're all coming for you. There's definitely more pressure even than there was last. One Premiership last year, and everyone else was us. It was definitely a tight contest to keep our winning streak up. And there was a new team in this year, the Garbutt Bombers, and they were our big competition. They were really hard.
Let's talk a bit about the grand final. You did play against the Garbutt Bombers in the grand final. Pretty tight, wasn't it?
It was a very fair and contact game. We always went for goal and then another goal from them. So it was a back and forth game. It was down to the last 10 seconds. I think we only won by 4 points. Yeah.
The first half, there was no goal scored by either team. I think it was 3-1 was the score at half time. My question I'm going to ask you is, what was the message at half time that turned the game around and actually kicked goals this time?
I don't really know if it was something in our minds. I think it was kind of like a warm-up sort of thing. Like we were just getting used to it, and like all the pressure and stuff was like kind of making us nervous. So we were just like a little bit hands-off probably and not going straight for it. And then in half-time we were like, it's just a normal game. Let's go for it. And then we just did it. Yeah. Last bit of energy as well. Like it's our last game, and we decided to just go all in. And yeah.
8 points by three. You led by 8 points at three-quarter time, and then you had to stay off a pretty good fight back by the Bombers in the last quarter. Did you felt that you won the game? So basically, the winning goal was when Shivani took a mark in front of the goals, and she handled the pass for Shawnee, and the Bombers weren't expecting it, so she picked the goal. That's what won us the game. Yeah, I think it was because it was that sort of last 10 seconds, all the Bombers' defence and that came up, so they could get a goal, and then when it was just that kick over them that stopped. Well, they only had like 3 people back, so we needed to be one thing of the defence to score a goal. To use that in our game. How was it like when the final siren went?
Yeah. We just all ran at each other, celebrating. A lot of Shawnee on the beach. She fell over and everyone was on top of her. Everyone had to laugh. They were all like kneeing her in the head. I was just watching. Like, oh no. We were so high.
Your games this year were all midweek, and all of them were night games throughout 2021. How strange was it to play at night?
It's like, I don't know, it was like dewy and stuff, so it was kind of different. And then it was also raining. So, and I think it's also harder to see the ball, really, like in nighttime, because you can't really see where it's coming. And because it's a whole lot, it's like,
Yeah, especially with the big spotlight on.
you can get blinded by the lights very easily.
I can see all you're wearing your Premiership medals around your necks, I'm pretty sure. So I'll get all you to show it to us. There they are. How long did you wear your Premiership medals around your necks for? And did any of you sleep with it after the grand final?
I'm not gonna lie, I did. I went home and fell asleep with it around my neck. I slept with it like on my bed. It wasn't on me, but it was on my bed.
I also slept
Who got to hold the Premiership Cup first?
Yeah, Siobhan and I.
How good was to hold the Premiership Cup, and especially, and manage to defend the title that you won it last year?
I felt really proud of the girls' efforts and like the achievement we've like overcome and done it. So I was like, oh, finally.
I was extremely proud of the girls. So everyone was very good. The girls were very well.
I was waiting for that. I was going to ask where's the cup. There it is right now. So I'm assuming all you had a chance to hold the Premiership Cup throughout, the last couple of weeks since.
Yeah, we all got photos of it.
Tell us a bit about your amazing coach.
He's very encouraging. He like always tries to get the best out of us, whether it's like in drills or he'll take you aside and tell you like the things you need to improve on in like a kind sort of manner, not like an aggressive way. And he'll tell you on ways how to do it, how to keep going and stuff.
He's very patient. Yeah, and he sets goals for us every game. So I have to try and reach his goals.
But he doesn't make it like full serious. He always wants us to have a bit of fun because it's not like we're in full seniors and stuff footy yet. We're still in like the kids footy, so he doesn't want us to be like stressed and annoying and stuff.
On your coach, Ben, I guess what have all of you learned in your footy journey so far that you have improved on since?
Probably like the read of the ball, like our ball play and how to really work with our teammates and one another, so we can like really depend on and rely on people that help us out.
This is like my first season of AFL, and Ben's really taught me to be confident in myself because he always tells me that I have potential to do better, and I've really improved when every game I've improved so much more.
Hopefully, like, you so, baseball is like my first season game. It's like, he lets us, or tells us to have fun and just like play our best game.
My question to the girls that won it last year, now be very careful how you answer it. Was this year's team better than last year's team that won it?
They're special in their individual ways. I think this year we worked better as a team. Like we were all there for each other, and we all helped each other out a lot more than last year, I feel. Well, basically our last team last year is almost the exact same to this year. So I think we're more experienced, really, and comfortable with each other. So therefore, like our gameplay and stuff is better.
Now back-to-back premiers for 2021. Is the goal now for next year to maybe make it a three-peat?
Even harder next year, because I know that next year a lot of other teams are probably going to try and knock us down even more now.
How did all you get involved in footy and why did you choose it?
Well, I didn't have a choice. My dad and my younger brother Charlie and my older brother James were playing for Tigers, and I wasn't really interested in football because I was like, gymnastics, yay! But then that like closed down, and Mum was like, yeah, you got football, and I loved it. And since
My coach teacher got me involved because I played block sport and he goes, you should go join a club. So then I did.
she got me involved.
Well, yeah, like Jade, my HB was teacher, then I should be from.
Oh, my older brother played my joint when I was going to take that.
I started playing because I'm really playing up with girls and making new friends, and it's really good for my fitness.
I'm so good at education, so people in my office down to like friends from the school teams. And he got me involved in the work when I started playing.
My whole sector was in AFL and they were like playing, so I got involved with it.
I grew up in South Australia, so there's like a big thing down there. And I never really had much interest in it, but then I watched it a lot, so I just kind of keep joining now. I love it. So I just love watching the sport and playing it. My auntie inspired me to play AFL before I played rugby, really, and I wanted to play AFL as sports.
I started off playing in grade 8 in a school team, and then we got pretty far into the competition, and then so I thought I'd join the team, like a club later, like yeah. I started because my little brother played it, and I was always down at the games every weekend. I just decided to start playing, so.
My brother used to play, and then he just started teaching me how to handle and stuff, so I decided to play.
I was just to go to play. When I was in class, one of my teachers did, but I enjoyed playing AFL.
Does the sport of football mean to all of you, especially playing for the Bulldogs?
The Bulldogs are like family to us, and we just like love each other. It's really my escape from like stressful stuff at school, and I don't know, I just don't really like sitting at home doing nothing. So I love playing footy.
I love my second home because I'm always down here for training because I'm in 2 teams and I'm always coming down and umpiring or watching the games. So it's basically a second home.
Footy is kind of everything to like us, just a whole bunch of different girls. We all get together each week and we just have a heap of fun because, yeah. And like, even we might have stuff going on at home or school, and footy's always just like, we always know it's going to be there and the girls are going to be there for us, and they're just like our main support. Same sort of thing, it's just like our family. We love them, and we can't really like get into big fights or anything like that. But like, yeah,
Yeah, just like everyone has like different lifestyles, but we're both really what we say. We enjoy each other's company and love to come out here and take it footy.
This is really like a good escape from like home and school and everything going on.
We'll mention right at the start what position you play on the field. If you had a preferred position, would you like to convince your coaches to put you next year? Where will that be?
Same story.
Yeah, I want to do I probably like to go on the wings. Yeah, like Avenue games, but I'm definitely not in them section enough of it. Yeah. It kind of depends on like what kind of team you're versing. Like you could be versing an easy team and you're back and you're just kind of sitting there for a while. So like you'd want to move up into a spot where you can run more. So yeah.
What would be your advice to people up in the far north that should get involved in footy, especially down there at the Bulldogs?
Great game. You should play it. It may look like scary or something, but it really isn't. And once you like know the actual techniques and stuff, you can avoid injury and all that stuff. So in reality, it's really not that hard.
Yeah, like really inviting and stuff. Encourage people to play. And it also like creates a pathway to like other careers. So if we wanted to go into AFLW, Bulldogs get us there because we have the academy in Townsville as well.
Like even if you're like really nervous to play, as soon as you get on the field, there's like nothing to worry about. Like just get the ball, you run, you keep the ball. It's just the game.
Yeah, and don't think that you're like on the field and it's like only you, because you know that like your teammates will protect you and stuff. So like no one's gonna fully target you and try it.
Even the umpires will protect you. Like they're mostly good protectors.
I have to ask this one as well. I'm sure some of you have brothers and sisters that play the sport of footy. So be very careful when you answer my next question. Who's the better footballer?
Me, obviously. Me.
We'll finish on with a couple of light-hearted questions about each other. Firstly, who had the most embarrassing moment on the field this season, and what was it?
I know the worst one.
Yeah.
That was before the game, Sophie's finger.
Oh.
The bone kind of came out of the hand.
There's a lot of events that are embarrassing, but they're not like full on. So like there's this girl in Suns named Danica, and she's like full speed, full fast, and she just steps everyone. And like you literally just stand there and watch her step. And you're just like, that sucks. I remember I did that in one game. I think it was her. And I just stood there and I shrugged. She scored the goal and I was like, oh no.
Who's the comedian, the best singer, the best dancer on the team?
Yeah. They're always in the back doing TikTok dances or something. Hey, we're not all the time. We're serious sometimes.
Our best song that we could probably go on broadcast for, well, Broadway for, is Let It Go.
Yes. That was a brilliant thing.
Yeah.
About TikTok, is anyone on your team TikTok famous yet?
Shivani.
Oh, yeah, Shivani. She has like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 followers.
Oh.
It's like 2,000 likes.
What's the best TikTok dance that the team's done?
Shivani's new remember.
Oh, yeah. Just saying. There's this one dance that isn't really appropriate, but
It stands for waffles and pancakes.
Team do a Premiership TikTok dance.
We should.
yeah. I mean, we did one. It had like a big group of us, so we got on each other's backs and we just like, yeah. Just dancing around. That's probably the biggest one we've done.
Does the team have a pump-up song to hype the team up before a game?
Let it go.
Let it go. Frozen.
Oh yeah.
That sounds amazing.
And I guess would you like to give us a taste of what that song is for anyone who doesn't know that song? That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll finish off with this last three. Now, I know after obviously when the Premiership presentation has been done, you actually had a team photo with your opposition, the Bombers. How special was that for all of you?
It was kind of like uniting the two like really good teams, and it was showing like that we're a good fair two teams. And it was also just like, even though we were going to each other, we still just wanted to share the moment that we both take on so far and made it to the grand final. Like it was still a big thing, even though they lost and they like obviously took them up, but they still made that far. Because they played very well. Like it was a really tough game.
Yeah. And like it's like on the field, it's like competition. But then off the field, like there's people in there who we're friends with. And like it's not like any bad blood or anything in between us. Where like it's just kind of competition on the field. Like it's like competition when you're versing your siblings. But you still love each other at the end of the day.
You play quite a few teams in your competition. Do you have more respect and I guess have more friends with the Bombers than you have in other teams that you verse?
Some of the girls from the other teams, we played like academy with them, so I know them a bit better.
And then like when they have less players, we usually fill in for them. That's what I mean, because Bombers have a lot more players, so they don't really need as much as help with subs and things. But like as in cup or something, they always need like subs or something, so we always try and help them out. So we've built relationships in the teams like that as well.
Yeah, and some of us go to school with girls from the other teams, so we're good friends with them.
And I'll finish up with this one last one, which is how special is to play with each other on the same team? And what makes this team so special?
Yeah, it's fun to play, and we really know how to like play the ball with each other and like pass it along. And also to talk to one another, just supportive.
It'd also be pretty scary if one of us were on the other team because we know the skill level. So say if Shivani or someone was on the other team, she's like a really good sprinter at tackler. So like if you're on her, like that's gotta be tough.
Sometimes throughout the season, our coach said, we'd chuck me, Shawnee, and Shivani on the other team and just watch our team fight them. Like, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for getting up your time. It was amazing to interview this team last year. We were following how you were going this year, and we are so happy that you've got the Premiership this year. Well deserved, and we were right behind the Bulldogs bandwagon, and this year in 2021, and let's hope you can go for a 3-peat this time next year in 2022. And thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
No worries, and of course that's the Bulldogs youth girls team that won another Premiership, back-to-back Premiership with 4-point win over the Bombers only 2 weeks ago now, and of course be hoping to go for 3-peats in 2022. There's more on the Smashboard Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.